Alright gamers, how's everybody doing? It's Sunday again, and finishing the month of May with the last bit of Guilty Gear AC+R Weekly EU FT7 sets. Another pretty stacked card for tonight, running only 5 matchups this week, so that we have a little bit of a buffer before the Exert side student-teacher tournament is gonna start later on. Plan's gonna be we're gonna finish this one before they go live, hopefully. Obviously you can never tell if people are gonna go 7-0 or 6-7, so
yeah. But yeah, like generally speaking, it's gonna take like 20 to 30 minutes per set. Like more on the closer side of 30. It's like a close match, but I would assume that like it's like an average of like 20 minutes per set about.
Yeah, we should probably be pretty fine with this one. Alright, let's see what we have for tonight. Starting of the evening again, as per usual with a bang, we have Dreammaker Anji from France fighting off against Charta, Justice from Sweden. We have a big established so-called household name in Dreammaker, who's been playing for a long time. One of the top players in EU for sure, fighting off against a little bit newer face, but also so far has, I guess, pretty much at this point has established themselves as a very, very strong name as well. Charta has been taking heads left and right. And yeah, testament to how much of a gamer this man is. Being able to conquer the AC+R side of the Guilty Gear franchise very fast.
Yeah, like I'm a little bit surprised that like considering that like Charta plays Batman in XR, that he has like managed to like tackle Justice that like this fast overall. Like it's pretty different character.
Yeah, you would think like it's completely different kind of fundamentals, and you kind of want to say when people do play these a little wackier characters that right how do they actually transfer their fundamentals to other characters or other games? But I mean, yeah, when you're a gamer, you're a gamer.
Maybe it helps to play like one whack character that you can like then play the second whack character that doesn't like play very normally or like orthodox.
Right. I guess that's sort of a thing. Coming up after that, we have a Drive Zero Milia from Hungary facing off against the Warp Abba from Italy. A rookie tier matchup for tonight. We've seen both of these players, but haven't played against each other yet. Big hard hitter Abba. High risk, high reward against the Pixie Milia, who probably doesn't want to get hit, although in this skill bracket, we're probably not going to see those mind-blowing 60% health combos very often. So yeah, gonna see if that's sort of a alleviating factor for Milia. Obviously you have the control.
But yeah, but then again there is the like the other side of the coin. Like I would assume that like Milia can play around Abba pretty well because she has such a high mobility. But since we are again in the lower brackets, you're not gonna see that crisp movement either. So there's like a higher chance that Abba will catch you. So
yeah, for sure. It's like it's always interesting, or depending on where you look at it, interesting or maybe sometimes unnecessary to overanalyze too much when it comes to like the rookie tier bracket matches. It just sort of, we'll see what's gonna happen.
They're always like wild cards. Anything can happen.
Yeah. It's the quote-unquote meta is very different. After that, we have another rookie bracket matchup: Skylark J. Potemkin from UK facing off against Lorvi Venom from Finland. Skylark, definitely a calibration match for them. Never seen them play. I don't think many actually know or have first-hand experience of their skill level. So in that sense, this is gonna be another big wild card. While we do know sort of Lorvi's skill level precisely, I've never seen them play though, so another big surprise match. seeing these players for the first time on screen. Then hopping off to, again, tougher matchups. We have Gearuz, Chip from Portugal, I think, facing off against your boy on the mic, ZoKHiZ Potemkin. Interesting here. I hear a lot of Chip peoples not liking Potemkin matchup. I think, at least in Xrd, Chip really doesn't like Potemkin. But strangely enough, Gearuz was Potemkin matchup was one of the matchups that Gearuz was actually hoping for. So, I mean, here we have one.
Yeah, like it is technically speaking around the same as in Xrd. Like, Chip does have like all the tools necessary to like keep Potemkin at bay and just dance around, but at the same time, it's that legendary 10-0 matchup. Like you're winning, and then you get hit, and then it's 0-10.
Yep. It's like you just have to play so perfectly. You kind of have to be almost like a robot. That's, in my opinion, like one of the downsides of Chip. Even though a very, very cool character and very, very fun character to play, it is a very difficult character to play at optimal level. Even at like suboptimal level, it's so easy to make mistakes, and Chip, one of those characters who really doesn't allow you to make any. And after that, we're finishing off the evening with two familiar names. We got Masker, Holy Order Soul from France, facing off against the Zett, Dizzy from Romania. Surprised these, I haven't set up a match against, or between these fine fellas yet, but here it is. Masker coming off of a nail biter last week. Had a really good match against Alf. Surely not demoralized. I know Masker loves the game, plays a lot of Guilty Gear games. Actually, all three of them, I'm pretty sure. And I would say, obviously, AC+R, they're sort of, at least the game they handle the best, and the game they definitely look the most cool at playing. Always a pleasure to see Masker.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna see like how does Soul get in on Dizzy, and how does Soul manage to not get knocked down and put into the vortex?
Yeah, I would assume that it's gonna be quite hard to get like levels on the charge in neutral against Dizzy in this version. Like there's gonna be so much crap on the screen if you like let Dizzy just get summoned in. Like,
And I guess when we compare like Holy Order Soul and normal Soul, I wonder which one of them maneuvers forward better. I guess they're sort of even-ish. I guess Holy Order Soul a little more offensive, whereas the normal Soul a little more defensive. If that's what you want to call it, both are obviously very, very offensive characters.
yeah, like you do lose some tools like the Ground Viper with like Order Soul that can go under the things and like take your opponent by surprise. But then again, you do have the Fafnir, and that's also very good like force break for Order Soul. So I don't really know how this matchup goes that well.
But we're gonna figure that out later, and now we're gonna dive into this matchup. Anji versus Justice. Both players are in the lobby, and we're pretty much good to go. Might as well start a couple of minutes earlier if they want to.
Yeah, so I believe this is one of those things that like Justice, of course, wants to get her nukes out, but I believe you can go like past them with fusing and like stuff like that if you're like really well spaced. But I think Justice can also manually explode the nukes to catch you from the fusing.
Yeah,
so
again,
it's like a reaction game too.
Yeah, again, like it's the same tools that you're probably gonna be seeing used, but the timing, the spacing is the name of the game. Ooh, nice parry to start it off. Immediate burst, yeah, doesn't want to get locked down in the corner, even though you're facing up against like a character who is very good at zoning. Running or like having to block rushdown against even zoner characters in Guilty Gear is dreadful. It is dangerous.
Yeah, and there we go. Tries to go with the Fujin through the nukes, but gets caught. Like, it's not guaranteed in this matchup. Like, you can't just skip the neutral.
Hey, you have a couple of... Oh, just goes for the parry right up the get-go. With a big combo. Very nice for Justice. Definitely doesn't lack on the damage department. Can zone, but also when she manages to land a hit, she's gonna hit super hard. Man, even those, like, even the chip damage from the nukes is so much.
Yeah, it slowly starts to ramp up, and then you just like notice, wait a minute, I have just lost like 30% of my health. And there we go, Dreammaker again attempting to go in with Fujins.
Oh, but just gets reversaled. Gosh, alright, so this is gonna be the name of the game, huh?
Yeah, looking at the first match, like, unless this is some kind of like adaptation round and like download is complete, like this definitely feels like it's gonna be hard for like Anji to get in. Because you can't really even utilize the rainbow jump because there's always the high hitting nuke.
Yeah.
Or like high arc nuke. It's gonna stop your like jump momentums.
Ah, get it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So Anji definitely sort of a one chance character here. This is where you wanna be. Oh, Charta just finds the throw. Immediate burst.
Again.
Here we go. As long as the screen is not filled with shitston of nukes, you sort of have more leeway to bulldog your way in still with Fujin. So it's super important for Dreammaker to keep up the pace here, and he does.
Yeah, like Justice has very good zoning tools, but she doesn't really have that many like reversal options outside of like the DP supers. So if you do get in and you can manage to do like a proper offense, it's very hard for Justice to escape.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of like fast decisions happening here. A lot of those ooh, goes through. Even though Charta has the life lead, the DP baited, or the super, and the overhead is looking really bad for Charta. Has the burst still, but...
Alright, spin. Siberia to get out from the corner.
Yeah, just
risking with the like mid-screen parry a little bit too early.
Ooh, very nice. Was he able to get the still touch on the burst with the guard point there? Kinda looked like it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and as we saw in this previous match, it seems like if Anji gets just close enough, he can use the guard point move and just spin in and get like some damage in and knockdown. So there is like a sweet spot like spacing where it's very risky to throw out nukes. But then again, that's you need to be like relatively close to be able to do that, and that's gonna be the issue in these situations.
Oh, I'm so surprised Charta's managing to catch with a lot of these risky reads, because that parry attempt is not free for sure. Again!
yet he's getting all of them.
But then again, it's like, what's Anji gonna do? Oh, very nice. FRC sees Dreammaker in the sky. Get down here. Oh, and reads the burst as well. Very nice. Yeah, Charta's had a couple of rounds to adjust to Dreammaker's bursting pace, and obviously, especially like when you're fighting against the zoner that just steadily deals damage, kind of might as well get your burst out immediately, and then the round is probably gonna last quite a while. You might be, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a lot of chip damage. I think he could have maybe survived that with like a few IBs in the FD. But it was a very tricky situation.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment, making a decision like that where you're like, all right, so he's gonna try to chip me here. I have this much meter. That means I maybe gotta IB like a couple of hits to get some extra meter in before I go for the FD. Decisions like that very difficult to make. It's usually binary, like either I hold FD or I don't. Oh, takes the burst again.
Yeah, like Charta is finding a lot of like success with those corner throws and the parries in the corner. Just always catching Dreammaker by surprise.
And like strictly speaking, when the nukes are not on board yet, yeah, look at that! I'm just
going under,
in.
yeah, the super.
Gets the overhead. 3P. So far, so good for Dreammaker. Yeah, it's like when Charta gets any amount of space, he has to make decisions like really fast because
Unblockable, bursting through.
pretty good. I kind of like that, even though Charta ended up spending or kind of whiffing the burst there, able to avoid the unblockable situation and break Dreammaker's momentum there.
And yeah, just like you were saying, like anytime Charta gets like the distance and the spacing to like get some nuke play going on, then it feels like Dreammaker is having such a hard time to do anything. And at the same time, yeah, if Anji gets in, it feels like Charta is just struggling and can't do anything.
Anji's one of those characters that's definitely good at forcing themselves in, so unless we go into this situation, the Hujin is usually imminent, and you gotta make fast decisions. Very nice! Able to avoid the arc of the nukes there. Patience is definitely gonna be the key here, because Dreammaker can't avoid having to block a lot of this at some point.
Oh, that's so much damage from just a couple nukes, down to like 50% already.
That's so fucked up how the nukes also like combo into each other and deal a crap ton of damage, like even like a full BMB combo worth of damage. Alright, we have our knockdown, now we RPS. Nice backdash from the FP Rin. But again, Charta has Dreammaker's number on, I want to say, every single burst this set so far. Dear Lord.
Well, it is still early on the set, so good players tend to adapt. So let's see how Dreammaker makes it work, or if he can make it work. But sometimes it is hard to adapt when there's just a wall of nukes coming at you, and there's not a lot of things you can do against it.
Nice, powering through with the guard points, overhead, 3P, here we go. Good start for the round. Another overhead, and this time it is Dreammaker who baits the burst. Nice setup on the backdash. Charta has been making good use of that tool, but this time Dreammaker has the read and just single-handedly takes the round. Yep.
Yeah, with a perfect even, like it was very, very strong round.
You can always see Dreammaker varying their basic poke timings to try to sort of bait the fast parry attempts from Charta. As we said, it's very dangerous to make these decisions. Oh, pretty good escape there. Like, if you manage to dodge the full combo in the unblockable situation and only get hit by a couple of times, that's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
Again, nice, very nice escape there. You do run a risk of getting hit on the way out with that backdash, but usually if you do, you're gonna get hit airborne, which is much more difficult for you to hit confirm. That was kind of cool, diving under there, Dreammaker, avoiding the explosion from the nuke.
Yeah, and catching Charta most likely trying to jump away because GGAC is low, and you can like slightly delay it, so it's a frame trap too. So if you try to jump away from like slower buttons or like the jump over, whatever the move is called, like the GGAC is very good at frame trapping you.
Yeah, GGAC in this game, like your go-to tool for just sort of telling your opponent, stay still, don't try to do anything. I mean, I guess as well in Strive, but has a couple of extra vulnerabilities, especially against TP characters. Ooh, powering through the burst. Wow, just throws the 6 heavy. That is some balls right there. Waking up with 6k. Oh, is that gonna wander? It does!
Yeah, to the corner we go.
Unfortunately not able to put themselves in a position where Charta wouldn't be able to start the nuke game, so now we'll have to play this one again.
The risk is slowly building up, it's way higher.
Ooh, that's gonna be so much! And it's enough! God!
Yeah, even with those like bigger hits from the multiple hit, like, is it the 5S or 4S? Like even with that, like just tanking the risk, but still the super is way good, like enough, and yeah, good confirms.
Oh my god, that round was so fast! That was a couple of really tough decisions gone wrong, you could say. Immediately bursting, throwing the dummy, not getting value out of that, and then just trying to bulldog their way in, but Charta was keeping the front filled with nukes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like even though like Justice is known for her zoning capabilities, don't get it wrong. Like if you get a heavy starter with like a counter hit with Justice, that's gonna be so powerful. Like you're gonna lose like 50% of your health.
Ooh, dangerous burst there against Rin, but makes it work. Fortunate vacuum out of the corner. Tried to switch sides. Good block.
Yeah, no IP on the Rin.
Ooh, but goes through with the guard point. Don't think you're safe, even with your reversal super, if this character has a read on you. Very nice there. Watches Dreammaker zoom past. Gets it very late. Air throw. Right. Able to build a little bit of real estate for themselves. And now OTG super. That's so much damage even if there is. And now Dreammaker in a situation where getting hit by even one nuke could seal the deal, who somehow manages to maneuver their way in, but Charta using 25, escape the corner.
Yeah, the FP Siberia is pretty decent at escaping the corner.
Right, good choice of pokes there on the round side. Barely reaches with the Hujin. But even though Dreammaker has been hitting with those Hujins quite a bit, but I think Charta's airborne all the time, so the confirm has been very, very difficult. OTG super once again spending the juice and putting Dreammaker ever so closer to getting chipped out. But here comes the one chance. Oh, good block there. I would have definitely not blocked that. It's the burst from Charta. Dreammaker has a burst, but it's so difficult to make your burst count for anything against the zoner. You first have to actually get in.
Yeah, like there's no use of bursting the nukes at like full screen like that. That's obviously not gonna do anything. So.
Oh my goodness! And Charta again reads the burst.
I also like that Charta is like adapting already to the fact that like if Dreammaker happens to get a little bit too close and blocking the nukes, he just stops like doing more nukes and just like takes the few hits on block and then like tries to return to neutral instead of like forcing more nukes. Because there's always the risk of getting the fusion or like auto guard.
Yeah, it's good to realize like at what screen position are we playing what RPS game. And changing the pace, very important feature for strong fighting game players. But now we're at this pace. Big combo for Charta, and that's enough. Oh my goodness. These rounds are so fast. Both these characters deal so much damage.
Yeah, I feel like Dreammaker has to take like considerable risks to get in, and that enables Charta to like land those heavy starters. So it's very explosive.
I think Justice is a very explosive zoner overall. If we compare like Justice to, for example, Bedman, the other main character in the other Guilty Gear game for Charta, Bedman very slow zoning, just sort of runs the clock, but Justice, Justice sort of forces you to like press the issue. You can't really chill for too much because that chip damage is gonna add up so fast.
Tries to get the OTG, not quite enough damage to finish the round.
Good adaptation there from Dreammaker. Finally able to tag Charta out of that command dash. Again, Charta's ready. The big super jump arc allows to get that air throw, big combo. Ooh, the ring going through. Here we go, our one chance. Gotta make the best of it. Big grin hit.
Yeah, we have plenty of risks too, so this is gonna be good.
Oh my god, I got hit by the butterfly there still. And I think Charta does have the burst. I think this is going through.
It's gonna go through, yep.
Immediate burst from Charta. Ooh, tried to press the issue really fast. Again, guard point! Paying dividends
and again, the Nagia finishes the job. One thing that I think Charta should be trying to focus a little bit more is the IBs on the Fujin follow-ups, because those are really powerful, because you can IB the Rin and Nagia and like pretty much guarantee that it's gonna be most likely your turn.
What is FB Rin even on pluck?
FB Rin is +5 and +1 on IB.
Yeah, so that's a big difference for sure. And I think normal Rin is probably minus on IB.
Yes, it's your own block, so it would be -4.
That big combo coming through. And transitioning into... Ooh! Straight into the guard point. Oh, tricky, tricky. Good position for Dreammaker to make this comeback. Nagia again, and the RC! Deals a decent amount of damage. Charta, does he spend the burst here? Doesn't even need to.
Is that enough? No, yeah. Can still do it.
Oh, the chip damage. Oh my god, this is over.
This is near impossible. Like,
yeah, Dreammaker just didn't have the meter, and even if he did have the tension, like getting through that sea of projectiles without taking any chip damage is yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen again. Looks for the 6 heavy for Dreammaker or for Anji moving you forward, and Charta looking to throw that. Nice catch.
Again, yeah, nice parry again.
It is true that those big swings are relatively slow.
That would have been so big. So smart burst from Dreammaker.
Ooh, nice. Okay, gets the air throw and the conversion. Throw them into the corner, and now. Oh, interesting. Tried to still extend there, or I wonder if that was an OTG setup. The instant overhead, not quite enough to finish, but the second hit will.
Charta is slowly being pushed to the corner, so you just have to get in once, and you're good to go.
Dreammaker is finding their position for and spacing for those dash in guard points. Yeah, going for it again. What's Charta's answer gonna be? FB Rin blocked. Back dashes. Nice, gets his turn. But still not out of the woods yet. Very good.
Again with the parry, it's so active. I feel like Charta is getting way too much mileage from the parries. But then again, it is relatively hard to punish.
Alright, finds the air throw. Goes for the optimal finish. Throws in the wrong direction. Oh, unblockable.
Gold burst, we have the meter.
Oh, is that? That's
Yeah,
good
that's
enough.
so much chip, yeah. Forcing to block it.
Checkmate using the 100 meter on the super you don't see quite that often. Putting themselves on 6. Man, that was the best position ever to use that super.
Yeah, it's a very good situational awareness, and I believe there was like a nuke, K-nuke above Dreammaker, so he couldn't even like jump away from the super.
It's like a very difficult decision. Like you want to spend, when you get in, you want to spend all your meter to maintain your position and to make the best out of your combos. But then if you, for some reason, get thrown back to neutral, then suddenly Justice has an option to go for these like just big supers to just try to chip you out if you don't have any juice left in the tank. Just like that, Charta on set point. Nice delay there. Able to overcome the parry. Oh wow, I wonder if that was a miss input. Super jumping out of that position.
Yeah, like it doesn't work even as like a burst bait either, so it's most likely a miss input.
Getting the burst, wanting to finish the job right here. Doesn't want to go to the next round. OTG super, spending the juice, and now this situation again. The life is running out.
And you have no meter to FD, so you're getting chip damage. Like slowly losing all your health, and the risk is raising. Basically any hit kills now.
Oh, and yeah. Man, that was tough. Looked like a very, very tricky matchup for Anji. Dreammaker trying to make the best out of it, but Charta staying strong. It's not just the neutral control, but Charta has a really nice mix between like the zoning and then transitioning into close range games, close range game, and also the places where Charta just seems to be like taking the right risks at the right place, even though those parries very risky. But Charta just finding value for almost all of those. Really nice set, really fast.
I guess it also, like looking at the match that we just, or the set we had, like it does feel like this might be one of the really polarized matchups for Justice. Like it didn't look like Anji is having a good time in this matchup at all.
Yeah, it is when you get when you have like the characters who do something really well and have like holes in their game plan in other ways, you're bound to have some matchups are bound to be like very polarized, like you said.
Yeah, sometimes it do be like that. But yeah, next up we have Warp and Drive, Abba and Melee players, so I guess we're ready for the next set. Drive already depressed in the chat, time for me to get wrecked. Yeah, you should never say that, like you never know how it goes, especially with like match ups that you have not yet played. Like you might just notice that suddenly you're starting to like get all the correct answers and like read the opponent really well, and anything can happen. So I would assume it's case of like Milia just trying her hardest to like prevent Abba from getting blocked back in, because I believe in those kind of situations, even if it's like a full screen situation, you could maybe just run up and like prevent Abba from getting the block back for free and get like a knockdown.
And I wonder, since Milia is very good at running away as well, I wonder if you could like sort of have a strategy of when they activate double edge, I wonder if you can just run away and like sort of force them to spend time trying to catch you as well. When it comes to Abba counter strategies, there are a lot. There's a lot of stuff you can sort of run with against Abba, because like the pace with which Abba plays is very, very, very different because of the Moroha mode. Oh, wakes up with a key grab. All right, let's go. Very nice interception. Managing to get another hard knockdown. Next one's gonna be self-stun. And using the burst there to avoid the self-stun. Very good awareness, but
Time is running out.
Ooh, just got a YOLO activation. Very nice. That was so risky, but ended up working. Alright, luckily bursts. Don't give hard knockdowns.
That's gonna hit, yeah. And he gets the counter. Oh, but drops the combo.
Oh, it's gonna be so much damage, yeah. Then again, like, the mobility from Milia is excellent, but once you put on Goku Moroha for Aba, her mobility becomes like sick as well. You just, I think you run even faster than Milia at that point.
Yeah, at least very close to the same speed.
It always surprises me how, like, in Goku Moroha you can almost like full screen whiff punish stuff by just running in and swinging. Alright, get the pin.
Yeah, like Lorvi's having a little bit problems like getting the blood back out or like just getting the grab in.
And sort of as you should definitely use your mobility to your advantage and sort of pressure the ABA player to not get a free activation. And also not getting a free deactivation, which is like arguably even more important. But I mean, if Aba doesn't get into Moroha mode, she's probably like one of the weakest characters in the game, on par with like Eddie without Puppet.
Yeah, like definitely you pretty much have only like one redeeming quality, and it would be like the 6H as ABA player, because it has insane stun modifier. So if you get the counter at 6H randomly with the normal ABA mode, like there's a high chance that you're gonna just stun someone from it. But that's about it. That's the only redeeming quality.
Ooh, that's gonna be a stun. Ooh, could have probably gotten a little better. But in we go. It's one knockdown. Ooh, finds the throw. Important place to get out of the corner but in the end they don't. Again, one more hit. Alright, finding the keep crab, and here we go. On hits, big damage incoming. Oh my god, just cross up question mark?
That was a very weird situation. Here we go, with ABA damage.
Probably looking for the deactivation, or maybe... It's usually like kind of risky, because like when you're... The more you're using your moves, the more the blood gauge is running out, so you do a couple of really big combos, the opponent is nearing the end of their life bar, and then you have the choice, am I gonna deactivate, or am I just gonna risk it and go in with the last bit of blood I have? But you do have a couple of options to battle that. You can reactivate into Goku Moroha if you have a blood pack and 50 meter.
There we go, one knockdown away from the recovery.
Ooh, gets the deactivation. Only a small punish. Probably gladly take that warp.
Ooh, I don't think Drive knows that he can punish the key grab if you block it. It's one of those guaranteed punish points that you really wanna like know against ABA.
Ooh, again gets the throw. Nice base to throw by a neutral jump, but already so low on life. And the pin snipe. Always a classic. Even if you're in Moroha mode, that pin is sort of a stop sign that you probably have to respect to some extent. Unless you're Danzaiing through, I suppose.
Yeah, I wonder if like once you get the blood back in, like, or the key grab, like if Danzai is like a game changer, because now melee player can't just safely like go pin first and then like follow it up, because you're most likely gonna get hit by the second hit of Danzai.
And on the other hand, if you like end up throwing the pin, goes through Danzai, you sort of probably wanna stay where you are and make ABA whiff instead of like dashing in and retrieving your pin right away, so the pin is gonna be on the ground at that point. These are the interesting matchup questions we ask ourselves, having not seen this matchup played many times before. Alright, get the key crab. We have the position. Moroha active. Ooh, very nice. Using the turbo fall, switching the positions, bursting. The downside, such a good move for powering through bursts. Could still go either way. One knockdown gonna spell doom for. Oh,
but Drive is not ready for it.
Unfortunate. That's like, I can understand this rookie tier matchup sometimes is very difficult when you're still sort of on the path of learning how to pilot your own character properly. It can be very difficult to look at the opponent's characters, let alone their resources during a match. But you just miss so much value for not punishing those self stuns.
Yeah, like as we have said before on the previous sets, like Aba is a character that like is extremely explosive when she gets the bloodbacks on and going. But the risk is that if your opponent knows what they're doing and they get the proper knockdown when you are just losing the meter, it is like almost universally guaranteed IK point. So you get a lot of power, but you're also like risking it everything.
And arguably, I guess the reason why Aba usually not considered like top tier character is because those disadvantages you get are it's just very rough. Being very vulnerable against stuff like dead angles, giving hard knockdowns, getting IK'd after the third knockdown when like you basically have to go into your mode. Yeah. Nice, prevents the blood back.
Nice with punish, no conversion.
Ooh, catching a hit against Drive in the air. So difficult to confirm. The pin snipe, the knockdown, and yeah, Warp having to spend the burst there to avoid the self-stun. Straight into Goku Moroha, refreshing the gauge, but now we still need the hit, we still need the combo, and Milia has so much meter here. Trying to be tricky.
So many small hits, but not quite enough to finish the round.
You're really good on Drive playing the hit and run. It's like kind of like death by 1,000 cuts here. Able to avoid getting hit by a lot of big hits from Aba and still, yeah, staying relatively safe, I suppose. Simple combos that give KD is key against Aba. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice whiff punish there. Keycrab does seem to have quite a bit of recovery.
Yeah, Warp is a little bit like risky with those key grabs, trying to force them in a lot of the times. Like it should be a confirming tool, like you get 1 or 2 hits in and then you get the knockdown into key grab.
When you have these hyper-mobile characters who run fast, Milia, Chip, Souls.
That's a good hit. Oh no, confirm on the pickup.
Able to interrupt, pin, giving a knockdown once again. Ooh, that's gonna hurt if... Ah!
Yeah, 1 knockdown away from the recovery. Gets the key grab.
Ooh, Hail Mary. Saves themselves. I guess that's another okay-ish tool in the normal Aba mode, having access to the FB dash as well. Which I think is quite low profile and pretty fast on recovery as well. So you can sort of catch your opponent off guard, escaping.
Yeah, like the key drag, it's actually fully involved for the whole animation.
Involved.
Yeah, with the force break. But then again, it is a slow move, so if you're ready, you can still like attack the end frames.
Alright, avoiding the knockdown here. And then, like, man, that was some good combos that round. That actually looked like ABBA gameplay.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
that puts Swap on the scoreboard. Officially not free.
It is sort of tricky when you're still struggling with even the basic ground confirms to play against a character like Milia who just probably wants to go airborne quite a bit during the neutral. Scoring the airborne hits, like ground to air hits against characters when you're still kind of on the path of getting your confirms up to snuff. Yeah, it's kind of difficult as well. But the previous round, Warp able to find some really good conversions, and now hunting for more of those. Completely avoiding the FB Blood Bowl. Ooh, baiting the burst once again with the dash in neutral jump.
That's a recovery. Oh no, but drops the combo, completely free combo.
God, I'm so surprised Warp is able to hit those keep traps so consistently. The hitbox seems kinda good as long as you can get it out. Seems to like trade, sort of quote unquote trade with a lot of stuff. Basically locking the opponent into the animation.
Yeah, it's okay, but then again, it's one of those things that like your opponent really shouldn't be dashing into them, and like they should be playing a little bit safer. But yeah, if the opponent just rushes in, it can attack them.
Right. Now has to make it count here. The deactivation. Ooh, misses the key crab, unfortunately. Look at that again! The active frames! And just turbo falls into it. At this point, Drive Zero must be recognized. Have to recognize that Warp is kind of, yeah, YOLOing into that key crab. Again!
There we go again. Yeah, like situations like these really highlight how important like some of the concepts in the game are, like doing FD break when you're dashing in to make to be like safe when you're doing approaches.
Yeah, even dashing and breaking into the like key crab on block could be pretty good. So like you said, it is minus punishable, especially Milia, who does have a pretty decent reach on her mid-range pokes and has the mobility, has the run speed.
If I remember correctly, it is like minus 40 or something. Like it's minus infinite. So Milia definitely could just block it and then run in and do like whatever she wants. But it is one of those things that like, since we are in the like more beginner brackets, like you might not have that like matchup specific knowledge yet.
Again with that signature, puts the key crab actives out there. Ooh, missing the burst.
Good pick up on the burst.
First knockdown. Alright, the burst is spent for a drive. Another knockdown. One more. Ooh, okay, extends. Into the big boy mode.
And it's gonna be so much damage. Oh, but drops the combo.
Even with the dropped combo, that was a very decent amount of damage. Now if... doesn't quite manage to get up from that Okidisc situation. It is probably pretty terrifying for ABBA while you have your mode activated to get stuck in Milia's Oki loop. Because at that point...
like even if you're like guessing right and you block the mix-up, it's still gonna be a relatively long pressure string. So if you're low on the like juice, like it might run out during that block string.
Alright, we got the mode. Nice! And 6P's in the right direction as well on that crush up IAD. Very nice presence of mind from Drive Zero. Good trade as well. Refreshing the meter. Ooh, is that a punish? No, but forces them in a situation where they have to block. Nice interception in the air and the air! Oh, but again, Drive Zero just manages to land a couple of additional hits compared to Warp, and you would think like trading against ABBA, against those big swings would not be good for Milia. But the frequency at which Drive Zero sort of has been getting damage in even before the activation, before the big swings come out, it sort of seals the deal.
Yeah.
Ooh, but look at this.
Oh yeah.
This time Warp managing to...
Oh yeah, but the drive is not mashing out from the stagger. It is one of those infinite loops if you don't mash.
I wonder if Warp is like, do they not know? Wait a minute.
Another common mix-up in this game can be if you're like coming from X-Art, because in X-Art you mash out from the staggers with buttons. But in this one, the buttons do nothing. You have to shake the stick left and right. So some players just get like infinitely stuck on those because they think they have to press buttons. Yeah, again, not ready for the recovery. Those are very crucial punish points that you're missing, and then this happens.
Ooh. Up around. Yeah, that was all Warp there.
Please select your character.
And Warp is slowly climbing up on the scoreboard, like almost catching and evening out the score. This might be a turnaround point.
A lot of those rounds where Drive Zero goes for a more aggressive type of defense, likes to abare out from those strings. Those are the rounds where they seem to be getting like pummeled down pretty hard. Because like if you try to challenge and you get hit, that's a lot of damage coming in. But if you try to instead jump out and get hit on the way out, there's like that. There's way less chance that Warp is gonna convert that hit properly.
Yeah.
And at the same time, your jump is always your fastest.
That's gonna hit ya.
Ooh, very nice starter.
Quite get to confirm. Bit too far away.
It's such a sick tool that activation actually has a very good hitbox and is comboable. And plus on block as well. Nice maneuvering. It's a fresh activation and it looks like a round. Yep, Warp has very decent amount of momentum behind them.
Swings with the 6H, hoping for the counter hit.
Come here. Very nice. Tagging Abba on the landing, but again the key grab. Here we go. First knockdown. Ooh, Danzai!
Danzai, what you gonna do?
Second knockdown. Oh, he had time to Danzai again! Get safe key grab deactivation. But now, we need to go back.
Good block and jumping away from the stagger move.
Quite able to get the hard knockdowns. Ooh, the Danzai again.
Danzai again. Yeah, but Warp is not getting like good confirms out of the Danzais. That was 4 Danzais in a one round, but like Drive still had relatively like a lot of HP after those.
Yeah, every single one of those swings consumes your blood gauge a little, and if it's like a very delicate balance, very delicate dance. Like you have to make the best out of your blood. But if you can't get the rewards out, that's gonna be a stun.
And that's a recovery, and yeah, there we go. Oh, but again, drops the combo into corner.
Nice, the FB dash. Gets the base form Abba out of the woods. And now into very decent damage, nice! It was a really good combo. But we need one more. And this is looking really bad. Yeah, the overhead.
Beat up with the snarky comment, a very delicate dance of pressing Danzai over and over again.
Alright, couple of games.
Oh, gets a free instant blowback on the around stop.
Into potentially big damage. Quite to get the conversion. Finally gets the ping back. Ooh, big hit, but oh no!
He wakes up into the command grab Drive is just not blocking at the moment. He's just going in.
Now they say blocking is an advanced strategy. But that advanced strategy would have a lot of value here. Especially when your opponent is about to stun themselves if they don't land the deactivation. Ooh, that's a hard knockdown, that's a stun! It's the FBD starter.
But drops the final, crucial move.
Aircar's been pretty decent at tagging those bloodback activations full screen though. Again, the key grab. Oh my god, that's the Abara of the century. I think Drive Zero probably doesn't fully know how that move works, right? Because
yeah, it's only command grab at point blank range, but if it hits further away, you can block it, and then it's heavily minus.
But even if you don't fully grasp the mechanics, it's all fine. If you have the fundamentals, if you manage to play neutral better than your opponent.
Abare of the century.
Oh my goodness. I love that one.
Heaven or hell? Duel. Let's rock. Counter.
Alright, Drive Zero looking to seal the deal here with this game. Ooh, nice burst. Sort of assumes a defensive position on the pin, taking away that ever so important tool from Drive Zero. Alright, gets it back. Oh, downside through!
Burst. Oh no, pick up on the failed burst.
Second knockdown. Now, no mode, no life, no meter. What you gonna do, Warp? Gets the mode, but at what cost?
Pin in, but drops the combo too. Still mix up away.
Overhead.
And we're on a set point for Drive. Yeah, still not mashing away from the stagger.
Oh, infinite damage. Oh yeah, unblockable. Use FB block ball to stick them in. All right, one more knockdown. Oh, the dancer!
Yeah, the reverse hit.
Ah, yeah. If there's something that reminds me of Guilty Gear, it's like every time you have those big hitboxes hitting from behind from impossible angles. That's the essence of Guilty Gear for me.
And then you proceed to get a really damaging conversion off from it.
That's kind of nice. I wonder if that was a cross-up even. But does have the buttons for some of those tricky cross-ups. If you have setups. Ooh, might have been a misinput there on the garden. And we think the burst!
But no pick up again. Both players dropping a little bit too many combos. Not getting the confirmed knockdowns.
Nice escape, even though that's plus on block. And now Warp has to make this count. And he does! Oh! Drops the combo. One big hit. Here comes the unblockable. But in the end,
just like
quite
that.
enough.
Jumping P. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit hard situation when you're a little bit newer to the game with APA, because when you're in the mode and you just keep doing moves on block and not really converting anything, you're slowly losing your health too. So you're doubly harming yourself. You're you're not getting anything out from the mode.
You're sort of doing the opponent's job for them. That is the downside of the character, or the risk you go in with when you play ABBA.
Yeah, it was overall still a really nice set. Like, it certainly shows that both players are a little bit new to the game and like they're dropping combos left and right, but that's the nature of the game.
You can always work on that. Everybody starts from a point. And next coming up, we have Skylark J, the big wild card. No idea about this player in terms of their skill level in the field of combat, facing up against our boy Lorvi from Finland.
Yeah, so this is basically a calibration match. Like, we have not a lot of clue how Skylark plays or how strong they are. So anything can happen. I played a small set against Lorvi a few days ago, and there was some like pretty nice Venom stuff there. But like, as with most new players, the issue with Lorvi was that he was not a reliable player. Like, there was a lot of failed attempts, even like when there was like small sparks of brilliance in there.
Oh damn, I realized I didn't actually DM Skylark the lobby code, so let me do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see how Lorvi manages to do in this matchup, because Potemkin is one of those matchups where you want to be reliable on your like set play and like Oki, so your Potemkin player doesn't get any chances to do like bullshit busters and just like steal the rounds. Because if you're even a little bit off from your like pressure and Oki, like there's a high chance that the Potemkin player is just churning butter and they will buster you. And it's only that magical 2 frames. If there's a 2-frame gap, you're gonna get grabbed. And there we go, we have Skylark on the lobby. Well, at least based on the stats, I mean, it doesn't really tell anything, because I might have played it before, like the rollback netcode and everything, but or just ranked mode.
Yeah, based on the skill level that Skylark signed up with, they probably have more games than these 5. Potentially playing offline. Who knows? But we're gonna find out soon. How difficult is it for Potemkin to get flicks out in this matchup?
The cop-out would be to say that it's as hard as the Venom player makes it to be. Like, if you only do like summon full screen P-balls and then do like 5P on them, so they're very slow, those are gonna be trivially easy to flick.
Right.
But Venom can combine the balls with like a very tricky movement and like fake outs, and then it becomes very, very hard to flick like properly.
Right, closing in.
Being a little bit careful at the round start. Just testing out the waters.
Alright, Venom in the corner. A dreadful enemy to be against. Venom pretty much in. Ooh, very nice flick.
Yeah, like, this is the thing, like, if you do like reactable things like teleport and try to hit the ball, those are relatively slow. Like, there's like almost half a second time to react and just be ready with the flick, because
Right.
that's the main thing, that you're always looking into neutral anyway, so you're like hyper focused on it.
What's up? I'm here as the Venom representative.
Ooh, welcome, welcome.
We have Top Dog on the mic.
What do you think about this matchup in +R ZoKHiZ? Do you think it's as hard as in XR?
I would say it's maybe a little bit easier. Just because of the potential damage that Potemkin can do. Like, it's you need to make less guesses to win the round.
Same. But Venom has amazing tools, such as FP match struggle that we saw there, +19.
Like both these characters have some pretty cool tools that they're missing in the newer games.
I'm still like remembering the situation. Was it like Gearuz who was playing against you in the Finnish Discord? Like you did the FP match circle and Gearuz was like, how much plus is that?
No, it's JMB.
Oh yeah, JMP and the Psychosis after it.
You
Looking like a
fucking
Potemkin round now. Name of the game is Venom runs away for 50 seconds while Potemkin players pretend it's a hard matchup. And then Potemkin hits once and Venom dies.
To be fair, that is like all of the matchups for Potemkin, even the easy and the really hard ones, so...
Yeah, kinda.
Some tractors just have better tools to like force Potemkin away and like keep him there.
Also, this 2D into a special is a bad idea against Potemkin, but Skylark didn't seem to know the punish.
Oh,
So
wow.
just keep doing it.
A little too early there on the slide head.
Also, I don't know if you said already, but you set balls in there so you don't get side-headed.
Yeah,
how it works.
it's one of those like tricky movement situations. Like technically speaking, Potemkin can just time the slide head once you're landing, but Venom player can also use the jumps and like do the sets at the different timings to throw off like a slide head timing.
Oh, fuck, he's dead.
Very nice. Looking for that jump, and that was so high that Potemkin, Heavenly Potemkin Buster, able to grab that, getting Skylark the first game.
Wait, that was the first match? That felt so long.
It's a slow matchup if you play it slowly.
I think it's especially Skylark seems to be very content playing like without taking many risks.
Yeah, like on the set with me, like he was doing a lot of like matchup specific like bad things. Like against most tractors, you can do, for example, like block strength into 2D into specials. But against Potemkin, if he knows what he's doing, there are like multiple unique options that Potemkin has in this match. Like they can flick the carcass raid, they can IP buster if you're close enough. They can even IP flick or like slide head depending on the spacing.
No punish, no leaf passer.
Ooh, punish. Here we go.
Yeah. We actually see that Lorvi is starting to use the 2D a lot more in like pressure situations. Like these kind of things are not very safe. But if you don't...
if it keeps working, just keep doing it.
Yeah. If both players don't know the matchup well enough, it doesn't really matter at that point. Like it's still a working tactic.
Yeah, and if you notice that your opponent has a hole in their knowledge, it's no shame to abuse a tool you can get value out of consistently. Ooh, that's a big counter hit. There's a lot of stun for Potemkin. Another. I wonder there.
Mega Fist is always a buster input.
Yes.
I'm actually surprised that Lorvi didn't get close to getting stunned there.
I think Venom has like a normal stun.
Yes.
There's only a one counter hit, so it wasn't stun yet.
Oh, Mega Fist, man.
Mega Fist actually not that great of a move in this game compared to Exert. Isn't like minus something? 9?
It's like a... I would say that it's better, but it's in a different kind. Like it's way worse on block because it's -9, so you can pretty much always punish it on block. But then again, the ability to get a forced knockdown from it is really crucial in some matchups.
Oh yeah, it's a knockdown. Yeah. But unlike Exert, it's actually punishable.
Yes, it's very punishable. But then again, you do have the FRC pointed on it, so you can make it safe on hit and block.
Nice back dash on slide here.
Oh my god, telekinetic, missing the burst as well. It still comes out on top, alright.
Not blocking the ball on wake up. You just have to hold them.
I tried for the bigger combo, missed the carcass. It's fine, we're still in neutral. I'm not a biased commentator, but fuck Potemkin. Let's go.
Ooh, that's a good
counter
counter.
it.
It's bullshit. I'm just gonna call it out. Why does the 3 turn into a combo?
Because as a slow grappler, you have to have some rewards for getting in, right?
Ah, yeah, of course, of course.
Please select your character.
My signature full screen Dark Angel.
Like, it does take some skill and technique to do a super jump at full screen and press like a falling jumping S. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
very-
easy.
It's not easy, yeah.
I mean, anyone can do that, but only chosen few can do it in the right place at the right time.
Oh, nice backdash on the round start on the air normal, but no punish with the buster.
That's free.
Yeah, like there, like you see, like Skylark was most likely expecting the ball hit, but then Lorvi just suddenly air dashes in and like fakes it out and gets the punish. Those kind of things are really annoying in this matchup if you can use the mobility of Venom properly.
Ooh, don't
Tactical arc. My
see that
favorite
super very
super.
often. What do you
It's-
actually use that super for?
Ah, nothing.
Like, I feel like it's one of the cooler supers in the game, but it almost always feels like it does nothing.
It's the same issue that he has in extras. Like, why would you ever use Bishop Round? Why would you ever use Tactical Arc? Because you have Dark Angel.
Yeah,
It's
right,
so much
right.
better.
Yeah.
But you can do some funky unblockables with it. You can set a ball, let it go moving, and then do Tactical Arc. The ball keeps moving and hits as an unblockable.
But wouldn't Dark Angel do the same thing?
Yes, but you get 5 neutral balls.
So
That's true.
a knowledge check in a certain sense.
Yeah, kinda.
A little bit too early with the mid 6H.
He's probably trying to flick there on the teleport once again. Skylark has been getting that before, but... Ooh, very nice control.
Yeah, and this is one of the struggles in this matchup because Potemkin has pretty hard time on getting past like neutral if Venom has 1 or 2 balls out because like almost every time, anytime you do a hit, it's gonna be a normal hit followed by the ball hit, so it like automatically wins against Hammerfall.
Missed the combo again, but it's fine. Slide head going under. Do red hail, no? Damn, red hail wouldn't kill.
Oh my god, that was actually really close to potentially Skylark being able to bring that back. I was like, Lorvi has been working so well, so hard on that match, but now if Skylark gets one big hit, it's probably gonna be over.
Also, just to be sure, like, did Lorvi play Exart Venom 2?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I'm wondering why is he going into the air with those strings after like close slash? Ain't the basic PMB that you do close slash into 6k and then you get the knockdown?
He has been doing that, but he has dropped the carcass rate after that.
Yeah, maybe he was just a little bit more comfortable on doing the air gatlings in that finishing moment.
Yeah, because jump heavy also like knocks down from fucking 7 feet tall. I mean, sky high or whatever. So you can just do air string into jump heavy.
Here we go, the knockdown.
Uh,
Oh wow, still... That's not minus, is it, on hit, jump D?
I don't think so.
Just not opting to press their advantage that time.
Nice. I'd like to see Skylark do more flicks, since Lorvi is kind of sending slow balls, which are easy to flick.
Yeah, those full screen slow balls should be like flicked like almost every time.
Ah, yes. He got the
yeah.
reward again.
But no confirming to the heavenly or anything. Like that was a very easy finish.
Nice, two more FP Stinger. It's 25 meters for extra neutral. Yes.
Just one ball away from dying. You have to block everything with FT now because there's chip damage.
Yeah, in this
No
situation.
help.
Ah, he's fucked.
Just use
Unless-
the FP balls.
FB Stinger.
FP Stinger, this fucker.
Oh no! Had so many FB Stingers in the tank.
Yeah, like I think this is one of like Lorvi's weaknesses at the moment. Being a new player, like he's he doesn't have the awareness of like just playing it safe and doing like the lane play and just summon balls and use like meter to blow out a million balls on the screen.
Good burst. Too bad he got jump est again. Yeah, he's not really using his meter. Like he's been sitting, like not this round, but he's been sitting in full meter quite a lot. Same with Skylark though, he's also full meter. Does Potemkin even use it for anything? Full screen?
No, not really on full screen. But then again, if you have meter, you can use the Mega Fist FRCs and or RCs even to get in and Hammerfall RCs and FRCs.
Yo, Castle, my favorite stage. You can actually see your balls. You know, one thing in this game, there's like maps, stages where there's foreground objects and the balls hide behind them. It's very, very cool.
Old game good.
Old game good.
No punish on the Mega Fist.
A little too early on the flick. Like, I feel like Lorvi has been slowly improving their neutral control, but Skylark still able to get in that one time and make it count big time.
Yeah, like this is the issue with like Potemkin matchup because on the more beginner brackets, like you tend to drop more things, and Potemkin is really good in those situations because you can just turn the button and get the lucky buster, and
Oh, fuck.
because Potemkin single hits hurt a lot. So like if you just keep trading single hits with your Potemkin player, like you're eventually gonna lose. Like you can't tank those heavy hits.
Would you say Potemkin is the ultimate beginner character?
Kinda, yeah. And it does help that like Potemkin does have like maybe one of the easiest BNB that is also very damaging. So
Right, right. That's definitely a cool thing.
like you're most likely gonna get a little bit more bang for your buck, even if you keep dropping some things.
Yeah, and in certain sense, your one of your most damaging BMBs is hidden behind only one input. That's the Buster.
Yeah. Ooh, nice throw on the dash up. Ooh, and the air throw too. Now we're playing Guilty Gear.
I do like how Lorvi is trying to play the matchup still, like kind of slow. He only needs a bit more better confirms and okay setups.
Just standing on the ball, waiting for the teleport.
Oh, that was a Buster for sure.
Yeah, like every single backwards Mega Fist is always a buster at them. That's like the rule. Yeah, like there we go. Just use the balls, make it hard for Potemkin to do anything, and just try to mix them up a little bit.
Yeah, he can just keep doing this since Skylark doesn't flick the balls. He doesn't really need to go in. But he does anyway.
There we go.
Oh,
What's going on?
classic Venom main stuff, whiffing the balls. Can relate.
10 second setup time, one button, priceless.
Ooh, get the knockdown, and now, oh, a little too far to get that Buster. But even that little bit of a touch dealt pretty considerable damage to Lorvi. Life situation almost even. Nice, gets the knockdown. Doesn't quite manage to break the dash. Sorry, the Hammerfall. Yeah.
The vacuuming 2S. Also a tool he needs.
The quality of life tool every Potemkin player wishes they had in Xrd.
Please select your
I mean, to be fair, it's not that strong compared to like XR6K.
Ah, yes. Copium had it fine.
No, I'm saying that the XR6K is already really powerful.
Ah, yeah, it is, it is.
Like a lot of players downplay it and says like it's trash compared to 2S.
Yeah, I mean, if you would take 6k away from Xrd Potemkin, like where does the damage come from then?
I mean, obviously he would have to have like completely different like combos, but like
Right.
as I like getting in tool, it's still really strong. As is 2S vacuum in this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent for pressure as well. Alright, here we go. It's the corner mix-up, just disrespects.
Yeah, like that Mega Fist over QD is already a pretty decent answer if you can do it always, because Lorvi has shown that he's mostly just doing like 2 into Kage's Radar Stinger or like ball sets. And Mega Fist does beat most of those options.
Oh, wow. Cornering themselves, but still getting the hit. It can be kind of dangerous to challenge Potemkin on the way down of that heavenly, because you have the option to just jump D. It's kind of hard to anti-air, depending on which tool you're opting to use.
Yeah, like that's already like 60% just with balls from long range. Like, yeah, just play the safe game. Don't go in and risk. That's nearly 100% already just from the long
5D
range.
on neutral. That's a FP stinger every time. That's like the backwards Mega Fist of Venom players. There we go.
With the meter 6H again, a bit too early.
So much meter on Skylark. Oh!
Nice.
The Stinger is so fast. Even if you're looking for that with Flick, do you still get, like, if you get Flick against FB Stinger, do you still get hit by the ball on the way back?
No, I think the F-Weak projectile eats it.
Yeah, it eliminates almost every projectility like it needs. But then again, if you do a full screen FP Stinger, you can block the ball and then flick the return ball from the like opposite side. And there's not a lot of like things Venom can usually do against it, if it's a full screen one. Oh, nice block on the burst. Gets the Buster to a little bit late, like Lorvi could have escaped or like apparate on there.
Ooh, nice IB air throw. What is this, advanced bracket?
Yeah, bump this man up.
But it's cool because, like, the way Skylark plays is he's looking for specific things. He's hyper focused on certain things, allowing him to actually have like he's very deliberate, sort of.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's some like game plan going on, but the execution side of things is a little bit lacking at the moment for Skylark. But it seems like there's a good
It doesn't
foundation
matter
to build
though.
on.
He's still winning.
Yeah, definitely. But Lorvi is putting up a fight. Like a lot of those rounds are like they're going relatively even, and it's like just a few more like good combos and like confirms.
Yeah, most of the time Lorvi does have the upper hand. Most of the rounds has a good control, but then the finishing touch.
Yeah, it's just like Mirre said, like it's 50 seconds of Venom controlling the pace and everything on the match, and then Potemkin gets in.
Yeah, and if
Yeah,
those
exactly.
if those 50 seconds don't lead into anything else but Potemkin like building meter slowly, then oh wow, it's gonna hurt after that.
And Potemkin players always act like, oh, this is a hard matchup. Oh. They only need to hit it like once, and everyone dies. So miss me with that shit. Play better.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I got the flick. As you can see, it deletes like every ball.
Alright, still gets the round. Now, if ever, now's the time for Lorvi to make the momentum shift and bring it back. We're getting a little early on the 6 heavy meaties. Moving, avoiding the hit from the slight head. Oh, but
Yeah, like there again, he gets the balls from full screen, gets some damage in, dashes in, and then does something and fails. Like, if you don't have reliable pressure and like pickups, like just play it safe.
Yeah, Potemkin will happily take like a couple of balls in the face just to get in like a better position afterwards. Like if you don't get the knockdown, it's like alright. Highly it's 50 to get a mix up in afterwards.
Oh, just one shot away. He can chip it.
Nice, good throw. If Lorvi is watching the VOD, he should still learn to do like double head morbid after 2D when it's gonna kill.
Yeah, like in those situations where you can force the issue with like your opponent has no meter and they're on like a pixel health, like it's almost always gonna be guaranteed kill.
But it is hard to keep in mind when you're new and focusing on all the other stuff.
Yeah, a lot of your focus is going to just doing the basic piloting of your own character.
Yeah, and especially when you're still at that stage where your like basic gameplay is not quite like 100% reliable and you're still like failing even at some basic things. Like it's like you should not be expecting to do like all the super like situational confirms. Those things take way more time.
Ooh, that was very ambiguous.
There we go with the ball control again. Getting a lot of damage in from them. Ooh, that's a failed throw at them. A little bit too fast on the throw.
Still anyone's round. Potemkin is still alive.
And with
It's
100
very much
meter.
true. It's very much true. Like Potemkin still deals the full amount of damage even with 1 health.
Yeah, I like how much Lorvi feels the pressure as soon as Skylark even gets near him. Doesn't even get a hit, just burst immediately.
Lorvi is trying to Stinger, but he doesn't have meter.
Yeah.
Force break Stinger.
Oh, no.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, and that's a game. Oh, but he drops the combo.
I drop.
One more chance. Barely gets in the ball before the
Saved.
jumping ass hits.
Oh, that round was so disastrous for both players.
But Skylark got the burst, so that's good. And it was looking like horrible already.
Okay.
6k anti.
Under 6k, it's nothing that you want to use anti-air, right? It's still 6p.
Yes, 6k has good boxes though, but it's kind of slow.
No confirming the knockdown. You really want to get those knockdowns in this game.
Ooh, okay. Bursting through the FB Karka, the
Mad struggle.
match
Must
struggle.
struggle, yeah.
Oh, no, I tried to do the flick, but it's just a little bit too slow. Or even too early, even.
Ooh, missing the anti-air, still gets it.
Yeah, gets anti-air, but gets a black beat and not quite enough to finish, but still gets around with some full screen balls.
Good stuff.
There we go, finishing the round with full life bar. Lorvi, slowly starting to wake up, question mark.
Let's see if Skylark figures out the flick timings. If he does, it's gonna be a totally different matchup.
Yeah, like with Potemkin, most of the matchups are like, if there are projectiles in the matchup, you absolutely have to be able to flick them. If you don't, I would say that you're pretty much always losing the matchup like heavily.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Okay.
stuck.
But you do have like one of the best options against projectiles in any fighting games with the form of flick.
Yeah, he got the flick there, and he immediately got a knockdown as well.
But you still have to land that flick. Like it's a strong tool, but it does require some timing.
Yeah, it's like in Guilty Gear, fireballs are not that big of an issue for a lot of characters because of the mobility, and it's an air dasher, so you have a lot of different ways to avoid them. But Potemkin, obviously missing some of those options, can't air dash, can't jump very well, can't dash.
Yeah, and even with like the hammerfall, like you can go through some projectiles, but a lot of the projectiles have like multi-hit properties. So you absorb one of the hits and then you just get hit by the second one.
Yeah, and or you just like strike. Oh, nice!
Ooh,
That was nice.
handling.
Nice him anyway.
Safe jump? No, safe jump. Okay. Skylark opts to do the 6H.
6H kept working early on. Just hasn't worked in the later sets. The classic Venom finisher, just poking with Far Slash. Nothing extravagant to see here.
It's a pretty good button. It is actually one of those harder things in this matchup because the reach is so long. Like if you get a tip range hit, even if you try to hammer fall through it, like you can still like cancel into different things as a Venom player and be relatively safe.
Yeah, you can do Far Slash to slash. I mean down slash. It always beats hammer fall.
Yeah, and if you happen to have a ball next to you, then that is gonna cover you.
I'm surprised Skylark doesn't opt to take the safe jumps after a lot of those knockdowns.
Nice Buster again.
It just might be that Skylark doesn't know how to do them at the end.
I got lucky there. It's a thing in near corner. When you're cornered as Venom and you do Force Break Stinger, it actually combos. The both hits.
Ah, yeah, because it will bounce much faster from
Yeah.
that side, so you get to act a little bit faster. Or closer up, even.
It doesn't work like point blank range, but there's like a certain range where it combos and you're gonna get a like 6 heavy like he got there. Or something else.
Slowly, Lorvi running it back. Only 5-4 now. But a really strong. Ooh, alright. Gets the gold burst. Another thing I'm seeing from Skylark, their big throws are like kinda sort of very open. Like doing stuff like 5k into a thick throw, or it's like very what's the word I'm looking for? Telegraphed.
Yeah, there's definitely some patterns, like the 5k into the like neutral recovery into Buster is a definite thing that we're seeing.
Might
Then
give-
again, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, might give the opponent a little more time to react compared to like 2p Buster ticks or like 5p Buster ticks.
Yeah, and since Skylark does seem to be a little bit newer player too, like he does lack the hammer fall break pressure, so there's not a lot of like resets or like RPS going on the offense.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
Not quite
Yeah,
yet.
it's not quite it.
No RC.
One hit more.
Oh,
Good dead angle blocks it. No punish. Lorvi still has a chance.
Oh,
Barely missed the flicks on the slow ball.
Dude, what a tragic round for Skylark there.
Yeah, like he had it multiple times.
it looks funny, but it isn't as easy as it seems. Tweaking the ball, that is.
Yeah, like yeah, it is still timing, like, and since the balls can come at like a different type speed, so it's sometimes hard to be like really focused on it and like know the exact timings. But the window itself on the flick it's 4 frame startup, and then you have like 14 frames, so it's relatively lenient in that sense. At least in Guilty Gear standards.
Ooh, big hit. Gets the pressure though.
So one thing that Skylark is not really doing is the 6k overheads in corner. Like, it's a really powerful mix-up because in this game Potemkin actually has 18 frame overhead, which is really good. It's safe on block, it leads to huge damage on hit. It's easy to confirm.
It's looking rough for Skylark. He kinda has to burst soon.
But no, Red Hail from Lorvi finished off the round. Guaranteed kill.
There we go.
Mhm. Interesting option. I like it. Yeah, who the fuck gave Potemkin 6k in this game? Like, whose idea was it? Like breaking every Geneva convention there is.
I mean, you can just imagine the 2 a.m. meeting. There's Daisuke and everybody else. Like, there's 10 kilos of cocaine on the table. Multiple lines are done, and then like, listen, boys. We have this super strong grappler, infinite damage. Let's give him unreactable overhead that goes into those super heavy combos. It's perfect, guys. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he
Brilliant,
deserves it.
Daisuke, brilliant.
It's hard to get in, so need more tools.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I guess like one reason why Skylark hasn't been using that 6K too much is like he positions himself like he doesn't seem to get like close enough on a lot of those pressure and Oki situations. I wonder if it's like a conscious decision that they want to stay a little further, or if it's just like he just doesn't manage to get close enough.
I feel it's like mostly because Skylark doesn't seem to have the hammerfall break pressure unlocked yet.
Yeah,
That's crucial for Potemkin to be able to be sticky.
Yeah,
because,
to position yourself properly.
yeah, and if you just do normals on block, like you're eventually gonna be pushed away, and if you don't do the breaks, you're never gonna get back in.
Right.
Unfortunate. With 100 meter, I think Heavenly isn't even that bad of an idea, just throw down.
Yeah, like depending if your opponent, like Lorvi is a little bit jump happy, so there is a little like higher chance of just randomly hitting it.
Again, failed the Buster. Gotta hit those. It's a good thing in backwards, Mega Fist is kinda safe though, so it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, it's safe, but then again, you are putting yourself away in a matchup where you want to be really close.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. You kinda wanna be close.
No,
Again.
that was a buster.
He's whiffing it a lot on player 2 side. I don't know if it's only adapted to player 1.
Alright, hold this.
Choosing not to use the meter, just taking the chip damage, but Potemkin has a lot of health, so it's fine. Ooh, barely evading the ball with the slide head low profile.
Oh no, drop on the combo.
Lorvi is pretty good at jumping over those slide heads, but he's not quite doing the proper punish on them, because if you can react to the slide head, you could, technically speaking, just air dash forward and get like a slight punish on Potemkin.
Oh, he was buffering the Heavenly, I think. But
Yeah, that's the telltale dance.
Yeah, Lorvi just 2D'd instead. Got the read wrong.
And oh wait, just like that, Lorvi's on the lead, 6-5.
Yeah, Skylark was like he had a massive lead at the start, but Lorvi's just been able to flick the matchup around. It's like Lorvi slowly has been gaining more confidence playing the game, and yeah, Skylark just has been missing a lot of confirms.
Yeah, like it does hurt to see those like failed busters. Like each one of those could be like potential round-winning moves.
Exactly. Plus he needs to hit way more flicks than he is now. He's kinda losing full screen game.
Yeah, like if you're losing like 70% of your health in full screen in like first 20 seconds, that's like you should be able to flick like 1 or 2 of those balls and then get in and get like a kind of free try on getting the pressure. There we go, hammer falling through, gets the FRC, the basic combo.
Good.
That's already a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely needs more like this. Oh, the other buster misinput, the prey.
Ah, good hammer fall through burst.
This could be, oh, not quite enough meter to RC. Safety Dark Angel. Ooh, that was very scary, hammerfall. No evils on Heavenly, gets stacked by the random ball. Just a few more balls, just use the FP. You just need just a little bit more damage. The Mega Fist.
Oh no!
Not enough.
Oh no!
He has to
Burst.
burst.
No,
No, he doesn't want.
burst.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it is true it would sort of burst Lorvi away there, but
Yeah, it is a risky situation when both players are like low health and like no resources, and you're not as reliable with your flicks, so it's a tough situation. Oh, the praying again. Not getting
I think Potemkin can flick Dark Angel in this game.
Yes,
Like,
Potemkin can flick super projectiles.
but I think the Dark Angel still stays on the screen.
Yeah, and it can still hit Potemkin a few times
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
it
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's so active. And Lorvi on set point at the moment. Getting up the balls, just dashing in, not teleporting. Catching Skylark a little bit off guard. No conversion on the combo. New try.
Full meter on Skylark. He really needs to use that meter for something.
Ooh, bursting away. Not giving Skylark any chance to do any pressure. Setting up the balls. Skylark just... Oh no, gets the random hammerfall in. Still full meter, it's very, very scary. Basically one good hit into like proper combo can kill.
Oh, here we go. Oh, just
Ah,
backlashing up.
Bit too greedy with the busters. Just has 2 strings.
And the disrespect from Lorvi again, smelling the gaps in the pressure.
We're in the corner. Hammerfall in the combo, yeah,
Nice,
that's
nice.
kill. Still in the game.
Skylark making me sweat here.
He still needs to take one more round to be on the game.
Now the 6 heavy works.
Yeah,
Lorvi
like,
don't go
Lorvi
back
is
there.
starting to sweat too. Making mistakes on Oki, not blocking.
Alright, you trade. Players with a lot of meter. What's it gonna be? Lorvi maintaining the control. But for how long? Oh no! This is a
Good throw.
chance.
Good
So,
mega
yeah.
back fist.
Ah,
Now the buster works.
And brings it even 6-6. Alright, all the marbles
Please select your character.
on this match.
Like Charta said on the chat as well. I wonder if Skylark doesn't have the lenient mode on. For the buster input shit.
I mean, it's not really a problem unless you're playing on a hitbox, because
He might be
The-
playing on a hitbox, we don't know.
that is true.
Heaven
But then again, it's not too uncommon to see like newer Potemkins just whiff that button or like move a little bit often.
Skylark looking a bit more active as well now, which is working.
Yeah, he's smelling the blood. He knows that Lorvi is, he has the fear on.
Yeah, the change
go.
of pace could definitely throw Lorvi off. He's been, like, Skylark has been so respectful, so reserved so far, but now turning on the heat.
Ah, but no follow up on the 2H.
They got him.
And now Skylark on the set point. And it's Lorvi who's up against the wall and sweating. Yeah, those are one of those unique answers potentially he has. He can very easily go through some of those special moves if you just dial in on them.
Ooh, that's a lot of stun.
Yeah, and Lorvi's basically one hit away from stunning. One buster more. One anything into any confirm is basically the game.
And he has full meter. You can even throw a random heavy on it. Oh,
That
no.
would have been maybe a good point to burst, but now it's getting a little bit late.
The FB
We're
stingers
running
are
low.
godly here.
Oh no, but Lorvi's again playing it very aggressively, trying to dash in, make it work.
Use
Just play it
meter.
safe. Yeah, use. Oh no!
Both of them
Mega
use
fist.
meter.
Hammerfall in the buster. Or...
Masterclass in bulldogging. Fuck Potemkin. Good job.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like.
But good shit from Skylark. It's a good adaptation.
Yeah, like like there was like adaptation going back and forth in this set. Like it was a really nice set. And wait, it seems like it's my turn.
It's your turn, so I'm gonna talk shit about you while you're gone. And then I'm gonna leave the commentary after that.
As you should.
As I should.
Alright. Gearuz chip. Don't see many chip players very often, unless it's like Satsu or Goga. We have
I don't know who plays chip in this game. I know Gearuz plays chip, I know Fitizen plays chip, but I don't know how often. There's also ATG, but I don't know if he's active or not.
Yeah, I don't think he's been playing Guilty Gear for a long time. See them mostly streaming bullet hell games and stuff like that.
Oh fuck, I'm joining some random fucking lobby.
Ah, yes. Optimal.
We have some good ass guilty gear available here, and ZoKHiZ like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna go play casual matches against random strangers on the internet.
So as per usual, I'm pretty sure this is a horrible matchup for Chip.
Yeah, a lot of Chip players really don't like the fact that they kind of get demolished, if not completely killed with one touch, then stunned. Is pretty much the matchup where you can never make a single mistake. Now, theoretically, Chip does have the tools to dance around Potemkin and sort of, again, control the matchup. Not like a lot of zoning characters control it, but sort of just your good normals, your mobility, shuriken, being able to throw out special moves like Alpha, and then being safe afterwards, because Potemkin can't really reach you fast. But then, like, you eventually, the problem for Chip in like both this game and Exert, eventually you have to commit, like you have to deal the damage somehow.
Yeah, Chip does a lot of shit really fast, but one thing he doesn't do is damage.
Yeah, and it's
from a certain hit.
Yeah, it's sort of difficult for Chip to open your opponent up without taking like a huge commitment.
And just like that, he's dead. Only from a few strings.
Teleports, annoying to block. Genrozan, kinda tricky. You might have to air throw it on reaction. Stuff like that, but I mean, all of those tools, all of those like simple pseudo mix-up tools that you can sort of look to open your opponent up with are punishable if the opponent has the read. When facing a character like Potemkin, you're gonna get punished big time. Yeah.
We tried a cool some mix-up there, but Potemkin players, as they do, just backdash and ignore everything.
I'm quickly gonna change my buttons because I don't have the respect button, so I can change my color.
And ZoKHiZ already OSing once again, as per usual.
Yes.
Oh yes, I see. Didn't have the taunt button to flex on the opponent. Toxic Potemkin players.
I hate it that there's not enough buttons on bad to like have the respect and play and record at the same time. There we go.
All right. Gearuz has to be surgical. But are their hands shaking? Hope not, because ZoKHiZ, one of those players who's able to sort of make you feel very uncomfortable, force you to guess really fast, just like any Potemkin player, but ZoKHiZ has been playing this character for a long time. I really
you know as well, if Potemkin's hands are tramping, they might just get a buster input accidentally anyway. So it's in their advantage.
Alright, nice there, catching the backdash, but again, you also need the rewards. It's not enough to catch the backdash, you also have to deliver the punish, because if you miss it, you're gonna eat stuff like this.
Ah, yes, he absolutely
wow.
needs a missed time there. 6k.
Ooh, nice.
It's a good damage. I think he got a kill with FRC, but he got it anyway. Is Chip also, does he have a slow wake-up timing in this game as well?
That's a good question. Exert obviously the slowest face down, or was it face up? I forgot.
I don't know, I don't know anything. Yeah, Charta says it's very slow. And I believe Charta, as always.
Alright, and just like that, okay.
Good gold burst.
Yeah, you pretty much want to do anything to get out of that position, like really fast. Spend all your meters, spend all your bursts, spend everything. Just don't let Potemkin pressure you, don't let Potemkin touch you. Alright, kinda has to burst here. And the FBDP.
FPDB is also hard to punish if you don't know how. And PDIS Shuriken is flickable.
Please select your character.
Again, if you have the fast shuriken, I think in this game as well, it's like every other shuriken. The first shuriken is slow, the second is fast. The fast shuriken, you probably have to have a pretty good prediction for it.
So the same as Xrd then. I think it's like that in Xrd as well.
You cannot flick the Shuriken.
You can't.
You can't?
I thought you could. Never mind then.
Ooh, there's the overhead. One of those pseudo mix-up tools, sort of reactable, but which you can use to open your opponent up. But goddamn,
And he's dead. GG's, thanks for playing.
ooh, not quite a stun. Really
Not
close though.
fun, no.
Crab. Ooh, missed the hit there.
Missed the air buster.
This is not too bad of a position for Gearuz. A lot of damage done to ZoKHiZ now. Yep, okay, it's dead.
Ah, yes. Masterclass in bulldogging. Good job.
A random jump / counter hit, giving a big combo, and just like that, it's over. Alright, good on Gearuz, not getting hit there. Go the mix up, gets the buster from really far away. That's half your life! I don't think she...
Masterclass in bulldogging once again. Just amazing work all around.
Please select your character.
Okay, so my tip for Gearuz is just don't get crabbed.
Yeah, you really don't want to get crab. It's like you're at half health and then it's next round.
Heaven or hell. Duo. Let's rock.
It's always been like a problem for Chip as well. Like when you're considering your burst timings as well, it's like you can't really afford to pick your spot for your burst. You kind of have to burst immediately because like you take a couple of hits, you've already taken half your health.
Yeah, exactly.
The same principle applies. You just don't want to keep on blocking pressure. If you get risk put on you, that equates to another, like any normal BMB basically killing you.
And he's fucking dead once again. I think that was only like a few hits.
Duo. Let's rock.
It's a really rough matchup. Or at least looks like one. Speaking of great air buttons, Chip's jump D is also pretty decent.
Yep, the classic
Daijobu.
button that's so hard to grounded anti-air, which you would much rather jump into IB and throw instead. Alright, oh, okay. Was if that counter hits Chip is stunned.
Yeah, he was dead there. It's a good thing he blocked. Wondering if he could have thrown him as well, since he had time to block.
Probably was scared of maybe not having the throw distance, because Chip, if I recall correctly, doesn't have... Oh,
He's taking a lot of damage now.
ooh, ZoKHiZ not opting to RC that just yet. Lost on block in this game.
Gearuz, no. Ready for that. Old man has reactions. Somehow.
That was actually a pretty decent reaction. Could have also been that ZoKHiZ was just looking to backdash casually no matter what Gearuz
True,
does.
actually true. And that's what happened. We go with that.
It's probably much more comfortable for Potemkin to backdash out of that Genrozan instead of trying to air throw, because you do have a slightly slower jump startup for Potemkin, I think also in this game.
Yeah, I think it's 5 frames as well. Where
Yeah.
like usually you have 3 or 4, depending what kind of character you're playing.
Ooh, 6K.
RoboKai also has 5 frames.
Yeah, like in a pressure situation like this, your close slash for chip, very plus on block, but I mean, what are you gonna mix that into? Your only mix-up in that point at that point is like pressure resets, frame trap or throw. And if you're going for a throw, that's very minimal amount of damage. Whereas if the opponent mashes on you, you're eating a lot.
Yeah, the risk reward is very very not in Chip's favor in this. But you have to go for them. Otherwise you're not doing any damage.
Yeah, it has to come from somewhere. I guess. Oh, all right, nice. Jumps out this time. Not quite getting the air throw. Oh, wow, the last active frame there.
Strong actives.
Nice with punish. Characters with a lot of movement speed can definitely do that.
Nice FRC teleport. It's almost impossible to react to. Unless you always hit something, I guess.
Oh, big counter hit! That's gonna be some damage! Oh, it's still going! That's not gonna be a stun, is it? No? Not quite.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! I kind of like that idea, but the spacing wasn't quite there. Gearuz was trying to air DP ZoKHiZ out of that.
The idea was nice.
Yeah, I like it, but the spacing just wasn't quite there. And maybe the timing as well. I guess the idea is to try to hit the DP before the recovery ends, so that ZoKHiZ doesn't have an option to block or to go for a jump D.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, back to the grind. Uh-oh. Oh no! Are you blocking against Potemkin? Oh, bruh. Alright, lucky for Gearuz. ZoKHiZ too far to hit that up crab. Bursting into the corner. Yep. The tech trap.
He might be dead. Oh, and he missed the hammerfall break. Gearuz on hitting. And calculated back fist. Good job.
Nice. Footsies. Oh, misses the IAD conversion, and here comes ZoKHiZ. Finds the DP, important one. Corners himself, but luckily Chip is pretty good at maneuvering out of the corner. Can super jump, hold on to the ceiling. Uh-oh. Here's the mix-up. Nice up on it.
Left, right. Not a lot of damage, but it's his primary mix.
Yeah, at least in this game, you do have you don't have to fight against Blitz Shield, which is kind of annoying system mechanic for Chip in Exert.
Yeah.
Sort of nullifies the left-right completely.
Good interrupt again.
Throw slowly. Death by 1,000 cuts, but still needs 100 more, and ZoKHiZ finds Gearuz in recovery in the air. That was no go for Gearuz.
Please select your character.
You can definitely use your buttons such as jump slash to sort of smooth around, sort of alter the momentum, alter the angle of your jumps. But it is risky if Potemkin player sees you in the air there. Ooh, you're recovering, there's no escape. Let me just... Heavenly Potemkin Buster. Oh my goodness.
Ah, yes. Active defense. But it's a valid option in this matchup. Nice air throw.
Ah, good read from Zok.
Not hitting the second kill. I'm blocking the second hit. Was there a combo from a throw?
I think that was. Interesting
Wondering if it's
looking.
Potemkin only. Left, right. not hitting the wake-up timing.
Alright, slide. Oh! That one back dash ZoKHiZ gets out. Alright, back to the grind. Where is Chip gonna get his hits? That was not the place, and now we mix, and now that's healthier hit points. Here comes another one. Alright, finds a good DP. Ooh, that's such a cool mix-up.
Again, it's not a lot of damage, especially on Potemkin.
Yeah.
You gotta hit those like 7 times in a row. He needs more of these.
Finds the low.
Missed the ID, unfortunately.
Where is Zok gonna strike? Probably. Ooh, opting to burst here. Interesting. Oh,
You can't kill it with one hit if he gets like a heavenly randomly.
And
Or
he
a
has to-
buster.
Ooh,
Nice
nice! Deeping in the right direction. That was so ambiguous. And now Gearuz finding themselves in a position where Zok doesn't have a burst, has decent advantage. But just like that, that advantage slowly looking like not a great one. Switching positions. Yeah, backdash on reaction on Gearuz, and once again. One hit away from getting destroyed. Oh no, it's the 5D! The 5D, putting ZoKHiZ on 6.
Please select your character.
5D is surprisingly hard to block in this game, since they don't have the red flash they do in the newer games. So if you don't know the animation, there's like stupid stuff like, you know, the Testaments one that comes below ground. Just knowledge checks, really.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
5D gaming. And that tick once again. Oh, and base the burst. That's the round. Oh, gets the guess once more. Ah, but even though Gearuz was able to get out, you realize how many hits this is gonna be. He'll have to mix ZoKHiZ up like 8 more times to get the round. And all,
least
all ZoKHiZ needs is like one jab. Man, if Gearuz manages to do this. Yeah, Zok knows he's fishing. And he hits it. ZoKHiZ on set point. Oh no, finds the Tick Buster. One hit away from getting knocked down. I think that's it. No, not quite. Doesn't have the meter. One last chance.
It is rough.
It is rough. Alright, pretty much as fast as we were sort of predicting. When Potemkin is on screen, especially at high level, people tend to die rather fast.
Oof. Yeah, like it definitely is like again, it's one of those matchups where you have to like be really on point with your own play against Potemkin, because you make the smallest mistakes and you're gonna pay for so much for them.
It's also like it makes you sweat so much when you're piloting Chip, because like you don't have a buffer to like you can't just chill. Like sometimes, like in general in Guilty Gear, you don't want to chill on defense too much, but especially Chip, like you even risk damage, like even taking like risk gauge is gonna be such a thing. You just can't take it. Oh, Chip.
Yeah, like even just basic BNB steals like about like 70 to 80% on like Chip. So if you happen to have like even a little bit like risk, if you defend like just a few moments, that additional risk is gonna like guarantee near like DOD level combos. So yeah, you don't wanna block, but sometimes you have to block.
Alright, we have one more set left to go. Masker, Holy Order Soul versus the Zett. Dizzy. Let me drop them DMs to make sure that they know it's their turn.
Drop the like, drop the subscribe.
Hell yeah! Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm gonna stick around for this match as well, since I'm bored and wanna talk shit. Truly abusing my admin powers.
And one for Masker.
So how is this matchup supposed to go?
I have no idea. But like I said on the beginning of the event, like I think it's gonna be a hard one for Order Soul. Because I don't really see a situation where you can get like 3 levels in neutral, because the charge time is gonna take too long, and you really don't wanna let like Dizzy player to set up fissures and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like you can probably sneak like a little bit of a charge, but is it really worth it? You're like, if you start charging, Dizzy's gonna fill the screen with all the summons that she wants, and as a trade-off, you're probably not gonna even reach like level 2. Although I do wonder if like Masker does like that, does like to trade some amount of, you know, advantage at neutral, giving the opponent summons for level 3, if it's feasible to do so. I guess we're gonna see.
We have both players ready. Just go whenever.
I assume you can also hit the fish, just like in X-Shirt, and like jump cancel out of it.
Yeah.
Wonder
But
if that comes to play.
oh. Game, please. Players.
And that's 1-0 for Masker. Good start.
Technical disqualification.
Yeah, in terms of what these characters wanna do is really no secret. Dizzy just wants to knock you down, go ham on you, set up their Oki game. Holy Order Soul wants to stick around, pressure you, maybe even land a random jump, instant air dash jump heavy. Oh my goodness. Let me restart my game.
Yeah, just remake it.
I wonder when the new lobbies are coming. Because they did do the beta test already.
Yeah, like I don't know if they had like any big problems with them, but like they seem to work pretty well.
I heard there were some problems early on with more latency. That's what some people in Discord said.
Yeah, that's true. At least +R boots really fast.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with modern games, and they have to like show 700 logos and connecting to servers.
Yeah, like the connecting to servers takes so long time, but like the splash screens, those you can just delete the files from the the folders so you don't get them.
Yeah, on PC versions, but on console, what are you gonna do about those?
Exactly.
Your character.
Put on the Discord stream queue.
Oh, right.
We have a match this time. Both players are loading into the game, and we're go time? Question mark? Black screen. Here we
Oh
go.
yeah.
We gaming.
Oh my god.
What immediate burst?
Immediate burst of signs of Karvis.
Yeah, on a random hit too that wouldn't even led to anything.
I wonder if Zett was like just going for a dash gold burst there.
I mean, surely you wouldn't do that in this level of match.
Surely no one does that. Leon.
Alright, able to get level 2. Luckily didn't. Oh, nice! Rocket through from half screen. with the level, gets a decent combo. Keep Dizzy there. And once you get your pressure going, it's kind of hard for Dizzy to escape out of those situations, I guess. Well, Dizzy has some decent tools, but her downside is that she's gonna bleed a lot. Low defense, low stun resistance. Yeah, it seems like you do have to keep charging for quite a while to get those levels in. And
The fishes in this game are like super beefed up compared to the new game. It's looking rough, looking real rough.
those ice spikes as well from like even full screen seem to reach pretty well if Masker goes for the big risk and tries to charge.
Yeah, it seems kind of safe as well with the laserfish. Not sure if it is, but it looks like that.
Heaven or hell? Duel. Let's rock. Counter.
Okay, we're getting stray counter hits, leading to nothing.
That's a lot of movement.
Both are just going back and forth, not committing to anything.
These characters very mobile, just in slightly different ways. Ooh, that seems like a punish. Maybe?
It looked like one at least.
Yeah.
Let's say it was a punish. The left, right. Fish still there. Why?
Because all game good, like they don't disappear even if you hit dizzy.
Alright, that's a thing.
Ooh, that's definitely a punish. Getting the knockdown. Oh. Must have been pretty worried about that bubble there.
And yeah, looking at the frame data, the rocket, the dashing move, it's like 16 frame startup or like lower depending on the levels. And the ice spike of course has like 24 or something minus frames, so it's a proper punish, assuming you're in the reach.
That's something good at least. You can kind of RPS a little bit there, like threatening with like quick bursts of charge for Holy Order Assault, and if they commit to the ice spike, then you can potentially get a punish with Rocket. If you're
Like
expecting.
some characters can punish it relatively easy, but like having this kind of move to do it, like this is luxury. Like it gets the unblockable throw.
Yeah, powering through that Fafnir.
Uh,
Wow!
Wall stick from the fish.
It's a Blackbeat combo, but it hits, so it counts.
Yeah, they still do damage.
How did the unblockable work in this game? Can you like jump it after a flash?
Yeah, it's your average like super grab. You can jump
Yeah,
in a
okay.
reaction.
But I
So
guess
not as broken as it seems.
It does have very deceiving like range. Like it feels like it hits much further away than the circle on the ground like indicates.
and probably, I guess, decent against safe jumps, and if the opponent commits to like a media at certain range. Is it? It's not a true reversal, is it?
It's a nice F-Shiki setup. I don't know about being a true reversal. I haven't seen the move that often.
Ooh, OTG revolver. In a bad situation now. Yeah, that should be a kill.
Duel. Let's rock.
Ooh, was definitely looking for a throw there. Getting 6 heavy for their troubles. No KD for Storm Viper, but here we go, still in it. It's gonna be a decent combo. The Zett doesn't have a burst, and look at that, just those couple of hits, putting Dizzy very close to a stun. Dizzy, one of those characters who can definitely bring it back really fast. You get one knockdown, and you're in the mix with DJ Dizzy. Oh, nice. Oh my god. There's so many mix-up with the fishes.
Yep. Old game good. And that's plenty enough.
Again, an immediate burst from Roundstar. It looks kind of like a dash gold burst attempt, but I'm not sure. Ooh, nice, catching the backdash. Tried to go for a tech trap with an air throw, seems. Now Masker going in, level 2. Oh, that's gonna deal decent damage.
Oh, but drops the combo. It's a black beat still. No, not enough damage.
Uh-oh.
And just a touch away from killing Zett at the moment.
Uh-oh. Alright, there
Oh,
we go.
that to follow up the rocket.
Yeah, that's a thing that can catch you sometimes off guard. Like, you think that it's gonna be just one move, but then there's levels and the second part comes out.
Goddamn, not only do I have to pay attention to the opponent's tension gauge, but also what level they have on their special moves.
Heaven or hell? Duel. One. Let's rock.
Ooh, nice. Unfortunately, the hit didn't probably allow for a hit conversion right there. All right, we get the throw and the pressure. Nice block on the overhead. Immediate burst afterwards.
I think it's a common thing with Dizzy players. They like to burst early.
Yeah, it's kind of same thing as with Chip. You can just feel the urgency. You don't want to block any pressure. You don't want to take any mix-ups. You don't want to eat any combos. Like, you just don't want to take any pressure whatsoever. So it can be tempting to burst very fast.
Or as I like to say it, you don't want to play a two-player game.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
play single player.
That's one way of saying it. Big throw.
I mean, to be fair, that is all of fighting games. Like, the less your opponent gets to play, the better you're doing.
Right, right.
Oh, one hit away, both basically just gets
the
to
fire
the
pillar
Imperial,
super.
right?
It's just some characters in some fighting games are very bad at playing the two-player game. Hence why they want to opt to only play single player if possible.
Ooh, escaping the corner and flashes FD for some reason, maybe a misinput.
Nice counter hit conversion. Stone Viper, not a... Ooh, yeah, the immediate burst.
Yeah, we're having none of that.
I thought that was such a good maneuvering around the fish, but it's coming back. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, like, the Fisher doesn't care.
Basic big throw. Here we mix again.
Oh, left-right mix-ups.
Definitely didn't block that. Nice. And
Oh, but the
keeping...
Fish is coming back? Oh,
Yeah.
no, just barely.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, a nice jump from the Super, but no punish on it. That was a guaranteed punish.
Again, this situation, yeah.
Punch this girl.
Masker reading that setup and says, look, I think I know that the reversal super is gonna reach you, and it does.
Again with the left-right.
Oh my god, the tail end.
Gunblaze is a relatively good counter-hit combo starter, so it's not something that you want to get tagged.
And I guess a lot of the summons don't really cover the ground space for Dizzy, so I guess you have like a decent amount of space to gun plays here and there. Level 2. Decent
Punch
damage
the
on the
fish.
board.
Yeah, but basically again, one hit away from dying. Oh, not even OTG of that one. That would have been guaranteed.
What is that button? Is it jump 2S? Is that what everyone is talking about when they say Disney?
It's the jump 2H.
Jump 2H?
It's kind of like no, it's 2S. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the Millia's old hair spinny move, but it's also throw invul
I see.
because of course it is.
Oh, of course
Throw
it is.
invul. That's
It's
like the
also
only-
really fast.
That's like the only throw invul move in the game in the air, right?
I'm not quite sure, but I have this feeling like there might be one other. But yeah, it's extremely powerful normal.
That's a very, very strange property for a Guilty Gear. Like, pretty much nothing in Guilty Gear is invulnerable against air throws.
Yeah, like air throws is supposed to be like one of the like really good universal mechanics that you can use to beat like air approaches, because they can already be really powerful and hard to deal with.
Ooh, gunplays level 2, misses the
Oh, but
conversion.
no pick up, yeah, still gets a combo, and that's gonna be enough, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Zett was trying to backdash, but instead Masker already had crossed up, so getting a forward dash and getting hit by that gunplays. I like how Masker here and there gets little bits and pieces of that charge, and then eventually builds up to level 2 and really makes it count.
Yeah, like it seems like this is one of those matchups where you don't really get to level 3 easily, or like at all. No OTG.
Ah! I bet Masker was thinking about the level 2 rocket punish, but the very late FRC and frame track there from Zett.
Needed gold burst, getting the meter. We are playing some pristine busy footsies now with the meter. Here we go.
So that was what he was trying to do all those tries.
It might have been actually like planned move, which makes me wonder like what is Zett doing?
Is
Like,
this neutral?
That's really risky.
This is looking like neutral. Eh?
I mean, it's working. Yeah, like I don't know what to say. Like, if you can do a gold burst and guarantee a victory with like that 100 meter with the FRC slide, I mean, sure.
Oh my goodness! Is that 2K? The hitbox of 2K for Dizzy in this game. Man, Dizzy is brutal. It's like you think Dizzy is problem in Xrd. Oh baby, try this game.
Yeah, and Zett's slowly climbing up on the scoreboard, like gaining more advantage. It's gonna be kind of hard to get more than like 3-2 wins in a row. Like it seems like Zett is like dominating this matchup. As I say, he's just dying to like dying in the corner slowly. FP bubble, can't do much about it. You have to block and be passive. The fish coming back.
Man, it takes so much to endure all those stick throw mix-ups. Oh, I get some whiff punish as well! Very nice.
Like, man, I feel like that fish not disappearing on hit if you like get a random hit on Dizzy is one of those late 2 AM cocaine-filled like discussions.
Yeah,
with,
for
like,
sure.
Like it's so insanely strong. Like it's like you can potentially potentially you can't do anything about the pressure. Because anytime you try to do a single hit, like it's most likely gonna hit the fish.
Rocket catching the backdash. Ooh! Even with that FRC was able to find the Abara there. Ooh, nice whiff punish!
Oopsies.
Couldn't quite get the second hit on.
And is that, yeah, it's against that one particular summon that Masker has been able to hit that super against. I wonder if you can do it on reaction or if that's a pure read.
I feel like it would be really, really hard to do on reaction. Ooh, just
Nice.
running in, doing the 2D, getting Toki.
And
Pushing
chasing.
Zett slowly into the corner.
Oh. Oh, but the bubble still explodes.
Yeah, and self-cornering with the gun blaze. This is not a place you wanna be.
Oh, sucks the
this-
soul out of the Zett. Good momentum. Oh, finds the air throw. Even though that air throw on the burst was hype, that doesn't get you the round still.
Yeah, he gets the mix-up, but he doesn't confirm and finish the combo. That was a guaranteed kill.
Ah, the trade is enough for Zett.
Yeah, like that is definitely giving a little bit too many freebies for like Masker in those situations, and like too many chances to get a comeback. Like you shouldn't be dropping like basic Gatling combos in these levels. Like, ooh, I feel like that is feeling still the heat because he's making those drops. But then again, it is also still like very explosive. Like you make a one big mistake and Ordersol will like he will kill you.
Heaven or hell? Duel 1, let's rock!
Oh wow. Shades of anime. Dashing forward round start. Threatening with a throw. Oh, I'm surprised he was able to find that 2P interruption there. Usually that fish stick throw set up pretty tight.
Yeah, again with the left right, gets the hit. Forces a burst.
Ooh, yep, whiff punish. Big whiff on that ice spike.
Yeah, and Zett also opting to not give the OK at all. Both players basically one good combo away from dying.
Ah, tried to be sneaky, but Zett was ready.
Drops the throw RC combo.
Yep, whiff punish.
And now we're on a chip kill situation.
Then jump 2S. Guard button.
I think it also crossed up.
Possible.
Of course it does that.
Disgusting.
Yeah, not managing to get the knockdown and keeping the opponent in the corner. We still have level 2. We can make it.
Oh my god. Look at the damage. Zek, Masker can definitely bring this round back if he gets a good hit. That's a good hit! Oh, but the slide didn't quite manage to confirm. There we go. We have the knockdown, and Zett does have a burst. Ah, Masker was trying to bait it. But the burden of the burst bait.
Yeah, that was a little bit greedy, DP. Zedd is just comfortably at like midstream, just doing summons and like just waiting there, and Masker just risking it all with the DP.
If you believe in it, it's gonna hit.
I mean, it has
He didn't
decent
believe.
range, but not that decent.
Heaven or hell? Duel 1, let's rock!
Ooh, almost getting the whiff punish. Testament to how fast that dash is. Gets the knockdown still. Can't
He's still going there and ruining out the oak. Like, you can't do a mid hit.
has to respect.
Like, imagine getting a hit on your opponent, getting a knockdown, and then not being able to do a like OK because there's still a fish on the screen. Like, just going like, what you can do, buddy?
Yeah, that's
It's
some,
my turn.
that's some testament shit right there.
And just like that, again, we're closing up the set point.
The Zett point.
Fuck. Now I feel angry. Fuck.
The Masker really has to bring out their A game.
Yeah, like it's gonna be nearly impossible task to get like 6 straight wins.
Ooh, anti-air with gunplays, I like it.
We don't get the knockdown, so DC gets to run away. Just barely too far away from the corner for the throw combo. Masker is not giving up yet, like he's still in the game.
It's not like the matches have been free either. He's always getting like one round, but it's not enough.
Yeah, it's the classic of not being able to close the round.
Ooh, good gunplays. But still not able to get out of the corner situation. Here come the thick throws.
Good blocking, gets the mix-up off.
That was very good defense.
FB bubble, you have to block.
And now Zett doesn't have a burst. There we go. Wasn't able to get the best of confirms. Nice air throw. And there it is, still alive.
Good stuff.
We're nearing the 7-2 curse.
Please select your character.
Download complete. Time to play the video game.
I mean, technically speaking, it is completely fine to let your opponent win 6 matches, and then if you feel like you have the download completed, then you can still win. And I wouldn't be surprised if even like in higher levels that people can like do it. Like it's completely doable. But it's of course not very easy. And there we go again with the gold pass on the own start. Time to play some neutral.
I mean, I guess that's one way to spend the meter.
Yeah, like Imperial Ray is really hard to deal, and it's of course one of those supers that basically guarantees that you're gonna get in. Oh my god, guys, what you gonna do? Like,
It's like, I think the fish was biting from behind,
Yeah.
so he couldn't even attempt the punish. It was like, I was like, why doesn't he punish? But it's like, it's off screen biting you in the ass. God damn it.
escapes the left right. Good movement. Gets in, but the fish comes back. It's still there, you have to block, yeah. Like, it's so annoying, like, even if you make the right calls and you get a hit on your opponent, like, it doesn't matter.
Nice bait on the throw mash there.
Okay, throw in combo. Oh, drops it. That's a very important confirm that he should have made. It could mean that he's losing to Zett now.
Oh, Masker. You should rock it, not drop it.
Escapes the corner again. He still has a lot of meter. He can make it work. No charge levels.
Bets
Siren
it
Grave
all.
that hits.
Big Hail Mary getting Masker out of the situation, but
First
we're
path
not done
there, go
yet.
first. DC with meter. It's neutral time. There's a lot of mix-ups coming in.
Oh, the FRC.
Oh no.
The chip damage!
Yeah, not enough meter to FT, and the chip was guaranteed. What a way to like end the set.